Clarissa, and today I'm going to be doing a very requested video. A lot of you guys have been asking me what exercises you should do to prepare for pointe work to strengthen your feet so that your feet look better and are stronger on pointe and you can do more things. Strong and flexible feet are very important when it comes to any kind of dance, especially pointe work. And I know a lot of you guys have been really wanting to get your pointe shoes fast. So doing these exercises daily will really help you guys get there as fast as you possibly can. And they will also help improve your overall dancing because your feet are such an important part of your day-to-day dancing in any kind of dance, any kind of class. Whatever you do, your feet are always very important. Also, just a little announcement. I know a lot of you guys don't know this, but I have a second channel called Clarissa May, and I post makeup videos, DIYs, funny things to make you guys laugh. Basically, any video that I want to do that isn't dance related. So if you're interested, please go check out that channel, and don't forget to subscribe while you're there because I will be posting a lot of videos. Right now I'm doing about 2 videos a week, so if you guys want to see more videos from me, then definitely go check out that channel. The link is in the description below, or you can click on the screen anywhere right now. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Flexible and articulate muscles are very important to maximize the range of motion in your feet. Start off by rolling out the bottoms of your feet with a tennis ball. This will help relax any tight muscles you have and massage out any knots that might be preventing you from pointing your feet to the maximum. To relax your Achilles tendons and calves, place the tennis ball under your toes or the ball of your foot and plie until you feel a stretch in your Achilles. Now moving on, I'll be doing these next few exercises using balance discs. I have 2 different sizes of balance discs, and I'll put links to where you can buy both sizes in the description below. I'm doing this first exercise using my smaller balance discs. Stand on one foot, keeping your other foot in a parallel sur le coup de pied, and slowly rock back and forth from the ball of your foot to the heel of your foot. Stand on one foot on the large balance disc and repeat the same exercise. This will strengthen the tiny muscles and tendons in your ankles and help improve your balance and articulation, as well as help strengthen your ankles to prevent against sickling and twisting. You'll need a TheraBand for these next strengthening exercises, and I recommend a medium to strong strength TheraBand if you're trying to build up strength for pointe work. If you don't have a TheraBand, I'll put a link to where you can buy them in the description below, and I definitely suggest buying one. Start off by wrapping the TheraBand around the ball of your foot, then slowly point and flex your foot, working through demi-pointe to pointe, then back through demi-pointe, and returning to a flexed position. Now, keeping the TheraBand in the same place, point and flex just your toes, going from demi-pointe to pointe and repeating 10 times. This is an especially great exercise to help you articulate through demi-pointe in pointe shoes. Next, point your foot and work through demi-pointe as you extend, but keep your toes pointed as you return your foot to a flexed position. This exercise feels like a scooping motion, and you should feel the burn in the bottom of your arch. Now, to strengthen your feet for a higher releve, just point your arch, but keep your toes in a demi-pointe position. Next, keeping the TheraBand in the same position over your toes and the ball of your foot, circle your foot 20 times en dedans and 20 times en dehors. Now, to finish off the TheraBand exercises, turn so that your foot is in an arabesque position behind you, resting parallel on the floor, and wrap the TheraBand around the upper half of your pointed foot. Now, try to bring your toes up off the floor so that they wing upwards while keeping your foot and toes pointed. This is a great exercise to strengthen your feet for winging, which extends the line of your arabesques and attitudes. For this next exercise, grab a small hand towel that you don't mind getting dirty and lay it on the floor. Using just your feet, try to gather up the towel in a pile towards you. Keep your heel on the ground and focus on using your toes and arch to gather the towel. You can also do this exercise without a towel, which some people prefer because they can focus on feeling the articulation in their feet rather than focusing on gathering the towel. This next exercise is very similar to the towel exercise, but more specifically aimed at the muscles in your metatarsals and insteps. Think of scooping up an invisible towel, but this time use just your arch and keep your toes and the ball of your foot on the floor. If you're doing this exercise correctly, you should have a little bridge underneath your foot and your toes should be completely flat on the floor. Now moving on to the releves and eleves. You don't need any stretching tools for these exercises, and they are definitely the most important. If you only have time for one foot exercise each day, I would definitely recommend focusing on these releves. Start by doing releves on both feet, then releves on each of your feet individually, while keeping the non-working foot in sur le coup de pied. This next exercise is another great way to strengthen your toes, which increases the articulation of your feet on point and on flat. Stand on releve and transfer your weight from one foot to the other, pointing your toes as your feet come off the floor. Basic tendus are another great way to strengthen your feet and improve articulation, so try to do as many as you can throughout the day. Think of cleaning the floor as you brush through demi-pointe to pointe, and use the floor as resistance as you close to first. Focus on articulating your tendus in class every day, and you will definitely notice improvement in your feet. You'll need pointe shoes for this next section of exercises, but don't worry, if you aren't on pointe yet, you can do these on demi-pointe as well. Start off by warming up your feet with some simple prances. Focus your weight on your big toes and push as far over your box as you can. Now roll up through demi-pointe to full pointe on plie and straighten your knees. Stay for a moment and find your balance, and again, focus on keeping your weight on your big toe and second toe so your ankles are safe and you don't sickle. Start by doing this exercise in a parallel sixth position, then move on to a turned out first position. Next, roll up through demi-pointe to full pointe, straighten your knees, and go back and forth from demi-pointe to full pointe. This exercise will really help strengthen your toes and make it much easier to work through demi-pointe when you releve. Releves on pointe are the easiest and best way to strengthen your feet and improve your pointe work. Do 20 releves on your right and left feet individually, then 20 releves on both your feet together. Tendus are often very tricky to articulate in stiff pointe shoes, so it's very important to practice these with your pointe shoes on as often as you can. Again, think of using the floor to resist as you open and close through demi-pointe. To help strengthen your toes to articulate through demi-pointe in pointe shoes, open one of your feet to tendu, then bring your toes to demi-pointe, then pointe again, demi-pointe, then pointe, and repeat this 8 times before closing through tendu. This last set of exercises is to stretch out your feet. Fully stretched and extended arches will make it much easier to get all the way over your box on pointe and create a beautiful line in your pointe shoes. Open your foot to tendu, then push over your box until you feel a stretch in the top of your foot. Hold this position for 10 to 20 seconds, then straighten your knee and try to keep your foot in the same stretched position. Now close to first and repeat with your other foot. Repeat this exercise to the front and back as well, and focus on feeling the stretch across the insides and the tops of your arches, so you're working on creating an extended winged line. This last stretch is very easy. Standing parallel with your feet together, open one of your feet to tendu front, cross it over your standing foot, and plie to push over your box. Focus on keeping your weight on your big toe so you're stretching your foot in the correct position. Once you've finished all these exercises, it's very important to stretch out your Achilles and calves. The easiest way to do this is with a simple lunge, but you can also stretch your calves using a strong TheraBand. Loop it around your toes and the ball of your foot, and keep your knees straight and pull back until you feel a stretch in the back of your leg. So that's it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave your questions and suggestions in the comments below, and if you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also to my second channel, which I will have linked below, for all of my videos so you don't miss out on anything. I'm going to be filming a bunch of really exciting videos. I can't wait to share those with you guys, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye! Hey everyone! My voice! Oh, okay, try that again. So yeah. Okay. Pete? Yeah. Move your feet and yeah. Chikalaka. But today,